Well, you better get on with it. This is the 5th recording I've made. I deleted all 5 of them, and maybe for some reason the universe didn't want me to make this video because I'll probably get caught on fire making this. But I defied the universe and I do what I want. That's my free will, okay? I can, which is a lesson for next one. But before we start this video, disclaimers: I am not involved into any political affiliation. I'm not involved in politics because this video will contain a lot of talk about politics, but I'm trying to minimize it as much as I can. And also, this is just for fun videos and also for educational, probably. I just also I'm going to make a video about this. So yeah, disclaimer: I am not politically affiliated or anything. I'm not involved in politics. This video should not be involved in politics. I do not condone anything about politics at all. So let me tell you what happened. So let me break it down to you. On September 10th, 2025, the elite year of our Lord, a man by the name of Charlie Kirk, who is they say is a conservative public speaker, debater, who was also like support Trump or something. I think he took a few photos with Trump, a few meetings with Trump. He was assassinated on a college grounds on Utah. He was shot in the neck, and that shot in the neck was fatal, and now he gone. This is Charlie Kirk, and if you don't know, this reminds me of a Seth MacFarlane. It kind of reminds me of Seth MacFarlane. Look, Seth MacFarlane, Charlie Kirk. Seth MacFarlane, Charlie Kirk. Now call me a conspiracy theorist or something. Maybe they're siblings or something, or doesn't matter. I mean, if like Charlie Kirk was like the younger version of Seth MacFarlane, if he like changed his hairdo, I think he would look definitely like Seth MacFarlane. Except Seth MacFarlane, is the voice of all of Family Guy characters, and Charlie Kirk is a debater. And please don't be mad at me, Seth MacFarlane. This is just a joke. You guys just look similar. I'm not, putting you guys in the same table as Charlie Kirk. Now I would like to show you the assassination attempt on, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But as you know, it's pretty something you wouldn't like to watch. It's not pretty at all, and I hope you guys don't watch it also, because I don't want to ruin your day if you guys are having a good day, and I don't want to show you guys an immediate assassination. But I'm going to show you just some tidbits about it.
Tell us where you were, what you saw, what happened.
Yeah, so I was clear up at the front. So they had the tent set up for where Charlie was going to be. And then they had like the cattle grade set up with a little walkway for the people that were going to debate him. And then I was the grate right behind it. So I was right by the walkway, so I was right up front.
And then what happened? When the actual shot was fired, where were you? What did you see or hear?
So I was, he was just talking to the second debater. And ironically, it was about the transgender shooter, and they're talking about not allowing them to purchase firearms. And he was talking back and forth with the guy, and then all of a sudden I hear up top, I see Charlie. I think it got his carotid. I just saw him grab. It looked like his neck, and there's just blood pouring out everywhere.
Now, for those who don't know why I keep rewinding to that specific scene where they just him talking and they put down the can, because that's where the part where 0 to 100 happened really fast. That's where the shot happened. So to help you guys to understand the anatomy of a shot wound, let me help you with that. I'll be Charlie Kirk, and you guys be the debaters. Okay, let's close this for a second. Let me hold my mic. So I said something about what he said is something about like guns, shooting, allowing guns, whatever. And I put the phone down. I put the microphone down, and then the shot came in right into my neck. So even when I just touched my neck, I do feel kind of tinginess, which also how it feels when he was. So he was talking. He put down the microphone, and then he came into the bullet came to the neck, and then he was trying to cover it, but he also felt like it was very painful. His neck shot, and then he just fall down to the side. Now that seems kind of gruesome for me to reenact, but that's me just trying to tell you what happened and what automatically happened. You can pretty picture what happens that. A lot of ketchup, hot sauce. There's a ketchup, really a lot of ketchup sauce all over neck, and That's all I have to say. And he was, yeah, it was. People tried to save him by covering the blood wound, but I think it was too late because the air hole was open. So yeah, that's crazy, and that is a scary thing to see. And everybody else run away, obviously. So that's all I'd say. So who is? Well, the obvious question comes in right now. Who is the perpetrator? Who is our assassinator right now? And who pulled the trigger? Who put the bullet in the chamber? We may never know. Well, after 2 days, everybody did know. So the police pull out this picture if anyone notices, because this guy was coming down from the building he was on top of from 200 yards away. He was the perpetrator of this, the suspect, and they finally caught him. And the person, our assassinator today here is 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, which is crazy because I'm 21, and that guy is just a year above me, and I can't believe he actually did this. I mean, we're just a year, apart.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
A suspect is in custody in the shooting death of Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old Southern Utah man, reportedly confessed to the shooting to his father. A minister friend of the family urged Tyler to turn himself in to authorities. Kirk was fatally struck in the neck with a bullet on Wednesday while speaking at an event at Utah Valley University. On Thursday, Kirk's body was flown home to Phoenix, Arizona on Air Force 2.
I like how the beginning in the video, that guy says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got it." He literally did the old meme that I think that was back in like 2012 or 2000 or something. He was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got him." Which is a crazy reference there, but in an old meme. It's an old meme, but it checks out. Before we get into my opinions of what's going on here, let me tell you something about this Mr. Tyler Robinson here. This guy is an absolute nerd, gamer, loser, basement dweller, almost a basement dweller, and a furry probably. Why? Well, during the investigation, he found that the bullet casings that he was used to shoot at the engravings words on it. He's trying to simulate himself to the Luigi who shot the CEO healthcare company, the refused realitator or something, or something the street bullets that had engravings and they're all funny there. I want to show you which one is one of my favorite ones. So the one that says is "Notice bulges, ooh, what's this?" Well, for those who don't know, that is a furry meme, and you don't have to understand the furry thing. I'm pretty sure you understand, notice bulges, ooh, what's that? Which is the bulges in the pants, and ooh, what's that? I'm gonna get hit myself. Let's continue on with the actual things. There's another part of the bullet casings that says, "Hey fascist, catch," and "up, right, down, down, down," and other, words. Now let's congest those two first. Is "Hey fascist, catch this," which is it's really used up word right now, and also down, left, right, words, left, right, spin around something. For those who don't know, it is a reference to Helldivers, the Helldivers video game, and people think that this guy's a gamer here. So this guy's a gamer here, or he's just another one of those basement dwellers. And it doesn't say anything from here, but it also says Bella Ciao, which is the Italian anti-fascist song during World War II, and it goes like Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. And I don't want to sing the whole song because the Italian government might copyright me for that song, but it's a pretty famous song, for dubstep and everything. And the last one, it says, "If you read this, you're gay." You caught me there. Good job, Mr. Tyler Robinson. All of those things are from a 30-06 bullet from a Mauser 30-06 sniper rifle, bolt-action rifle. Yes, I know my guns. So what? They're cool. And he climbed up into a building and took aim from 200 yards, which is approximately, let me just do the math. Let me just, meters is 200 yards. Let's go. About 182 meters. That's pretty far. That's almost like 1.5 European football fields. Yes, exactly. It's almost 1.5 of a football field, not American football fields, that long. All right, this guy is a. I thought this guy would be a master assassin, but he was just a a gooner or something. So finally, we finished explaining what happened. So here's my opinion about it. Obviously, this is bad. Okay, I want to say this to some people, and they're gonna be super mad. Like, this is bad. This is really bad. Everyone's gonna come and go like, "How dare you? He said all these things. He's evil. He's a racist and no." Yeah, I know. He says a lot of crazy stuff. You wanna know something else? A lot of people say a lot of crazy stuff almost every single day, all the time, everywhere. There's probably worse people that said the worst, way worse stuff than this guy ever, that Charlie Kirk ever did. There are worse people that done worse things than him just debating. Which is also, that is his thing, is debating, is all to debate with each other and maybe find a common ground, or not just showing his opinion, which is he also just is using his free speech. His free speech is being used here. You can say, that's the thing about free speech, you can say whatever the latest things ever and then you have to defend it, because, well, that's the thing, he uses his free speech in the First Amendment or something. He can say whatever he wants, and the thing is, a lot of people say it's like, but he's so racist. He made fun of this. He said, he supports the people this and that, and I told you again, I'm not going to go into politics, and I don't want to get into gruesome things, because I'm also aware of YouTube's policy. So here's the thing. Yeah, he says a lot of things. I have never watched not one Charlie Kirk. I think I watched him once before, and that's it. But until into this video again, I watched a few of his videos, and why I understand now why people agreed with him, and I understand why he's saying these things as well. And a lot of these things I do not agree with he's saying. Okay, there's a lot of things I don't agree with the Charlie Kirk stuff, and like some other people who debates. But that's the thing. You're not supposed to just find common ground. You need to know that other people have other opinions, and even if they say these things, people are just like, that if you don't agree with me, then you're my enemy, like that. If you're not with me, you're not my enemy. Anakin Skywalker quote something, which we'll come up to that. And there's another quote I think I run from the Bad Batch, like from Tech, when he's talking to Crosshair. Doesn't mean, just because I understand you doesn't mean I don't have to agree with you, which is something you should take literally if you're a grown adult. So what I'm trying to say is that this is childish things. Like, you have to, just because someone doesn't like what he says, doesn't mean you have to take the chance and pull the trigger, which is the craziest thing you can do for people who disagreeing on you. Also, by the way, if he just says all this stuff and not, condoning, if he said all these crazy things that you don't like, couldn't you just like not listen to him? Can you just like ignore him? I know that's a big stretch. Like, a lot of people cannot ignore what he's trying to say, but wouldn't your life would be just better if you just didn't care about what Charlie Kirk said? And I understand people's gonna say, but he said these things and he's radicalizing these people to become this and that. Is he actually doing it? No, not really, for my extended knowledge. And is he actually doing it by himself with his bare hands? Like, is he actually practicing his preachings? Like, I like people when they shoot stuff, so I'm gonna shoot stuff as well. He doesn't do it. Is he changing the world? It's like that meme, like the world before and the world after. Nothing changes because he just, regurgitate all he said, and nothing changes. And because all he said is just he speaks his mind, and he doesn't actually do what he did. Okay, that's all I wanted to say about the whole thing about Charlie Kirk thing. I think you should just keep your opinions to yourself, and you should be open-minded to other opinions, even though there are some things that you don't agree with. Yeah, he's a racist. He's a racist, and he said all these mean things. Grow up, man. A lot of people say a lot of mean things all the time. That doesn't mean that you have to say the mean things back or do something worse about it. That's just making you more childish, and now you're getting the oof sentence. To me, I think it's a bit too much. Okay, maybe a life sentence would be better. But anyways, yeah, that's about it about this video. Finally, I made this video without being erased or my memory too much. I think it's gonna be over. So anyways, before anything else, that's my opinion on the Charlie Kirk assassination. Please do not condone any violence, okay? Violence plus violence will not solve anything. I think you should just not do this at all, okay? Doesn't mean you agree with someone, doesn't mean that you don't agree with, doesn't also mean that you have to take drastic measures to do it, okay? Just like this guy, he was really into the into politics, because I heard he was not very in political until he went to college as well and sees a lot of videos. So please, that's why I'm not really political in my YouTube channel. I need to keep my politics to myself, and my, when things guns matter, I will talk about it. So anyways, yeah, don't do this, okay? Anyone who watches this, I guess, be reasonable. We're mature, and we can be like civil about the conversations we have. Like for examples, he hates Christian. He hates he hates Hayden Christensen because he said he was a bad actor, and that hurts my feelings. And I agree with him the tiniest bit, but I don't agree with him with a lot. So I don't actually agree with him, and that's fine. He can have his own opinions. That doesn't mean I have to beat the living crap out of him because he doesn't like the Anakin Skywalker. But he also likes Christian Bale Batman, which I agree with him. So at least we have common grounds, right? So that's what's my simplicity of this. Okay, you can find common ground with him. I found out that I don't agree with him with the Star Wars thing, and I agree with him with the Batman thing. So I guess that's it. So anyways, yeah, don't do this stuff. Okay, no one should that. This guy is also a dad, so as a person who likes dad stuff and who doesn't have a dad, please don't. Okay, and please don't condone this. That because he's died, you're happy because you don't like what he says. Don't warn me either. I mean, just be okay with it. Just please stop. That's all I have to say about this. Yeah. Anyways, more videos will come around, and thank goodness it's still continuing. So yeah. And anyways, yeah. Don't condone this violence thing. You're just making a bigger mess from a already incomplete mess. That's all I have to say. See ya.